All right, welcome to the 100 Miler, located near Mansfield, Missouri at the Hardwood Hills Ranch. This race is brought to you by the Hillbilly GP and the crew. I'm Charles Hawkins with Y Rush Racing, my little fun name. All right, so here's Nick Berenger. He's come rip around this corner, and those poor innocent people there, they just get totally sprayed with mud. But they seem to enjoy it all right. Here, Mickey Sigel's a little nicer. Austin Butler, however, he comes tearing around the corner, but by then they're well prepared. So it was a wet day. Here's some guys coming through the second moto. There's Spud there in the blue cap. Thank you, Spud, for putting all this together, your hard work and everything. Appreciate it.
Ready, Charlie?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Is it going? Oh yeah, I'm ready. It's been raining. Feels muddy here, but you know, they compare this place to a duck where the water just runs right off. So we'll see how it goes. Tons of people here, super excited. 4+ hours of racing, here we go.
I'm not sure about a duck, but it was pretty close. But let's get going. And we're off. So yeah, this first part is slick, muddy, nasty. I don't know if you've seen any pictures of it, but it's just, ugh. There's got mud flying everywhere. And I'm the C class, C veteran class. Imagine what the pros and the A's and the double A's and all those guys are going through, man. They get on the throttle now. Oof. So here I am in third. So I'm not getting the brunt of it. Those guys, the poor guys behind me are really getting it. Oh, there's Rick to the right. Rick was the winner of the previous race over at Bolivar at Lou's Place. Well done, Rick. Not so bad through here. Pretty slick right through there, buddy. This little hole. But yeah, feeling pretty good. 4th place coming around here. Up 5th. Oh, there's John over the far left. I'll be racing John quite a bit. Not sure who that guy is to the left now. He got on it there though. Oh, I'm trying to wipe my goggles. That'll be an unending task this entire race. Didn't have tearaways or roll offs or any of that stuff on her. Well, I should have. I had them. Never put them on. There's John. I'm looking down pretty hard right now because I think the top of my goggles is the only way I can really see anything right now. Trying to wipe the goggles again. And that guy gets past me. So here we are. If you watched the night race, or if you saw any videos of the night race and saw something special, that's it there to the left. The pros raced up that. Ugh. Man, I do not even want to attempt it. Seeing those guys struggle and knowing their skill level, how much far beyond mine it is, well, does not make me envious. So yeah, the 100 miler, man, that was something else. So I'm essentially right now I'm racing the pros and everybody else. I'm in the same race. However, they are way ahead of me. They started several rows up. There goes, you know, pro riders, AA, A vet, all that, B, C, and C vet. That's me. So they're up there. They've already cleaned the trail off for me. Thank you guys. So not a whole lot of leaves. Pretty clear where we're going. This is the first moto of 3 that we had on this day. Oh, here's our first bottleneck. See what's going on here. Not too sure. But I get around it. Get around those 2 guys. Keep going. Get on the bike. Let's go. So yeah, 3 motos. The first is roughly 50 miles. It's 2 laps of this course. The second is about 2:30 afternoon, and It's the same loop, just once though. So that's, you know, if you finish that, you're at 75 miles. And then they take the top 25 finishers from the first 2 motos, or combined scores of the first 2 motos, and they do a night race. It's a dark 30, or in this case it's about 6:30, and it was awesome just watching it. You know, do I have any desire to do that? No, not really. It looks pretty miserable. I saw a guy puking on these. That's pretty hardcore. But those guys were amazing. So great job to you guys. If you guys happen to see this video, you guys were impressive. So here's the creek. Everybody's super glad that the creek came down. It was up. It's probably been higher than this the previous day with all the rain. And there's me following John. So this course might have been different if that creek would have been up like it was on Friday. This is a Saturday race, by the way. So yeah, getting done. Following John. Oh, not sure where he went, but here we are, going through the woods. The bottleneck there at the rock wall. Oh, and there's John again. Oh, there's that guy. I'll see him a few other times throughout the race. I see John the most of any one person. John's also a C-vet rider, is what we saw earlier at the start. Here we are, just going through the woods. These woods are pretty tight up, and I do clip a tree. See, I got a little party behind me. They're not thrilled that I'm just kind of stopped in the middle of the track. Unintentional. I apologize. On to the woods. So yeah, being a C rider though, the only moto I do is the first moto. So most miles I planned on doing going into this and expected to do was 50 miles. So if I remove the B, I guess I'll have an option to go to 75. And no ambition. I don't have the skills to get the full 100. Oh, and it's the secret check. Spud warned us. He says, if I catch you cheating, I'm gonna run you guys right out of here. So he's keeping an eye on us. Through. Learned something right there. Watch out for those dang cedar trees. They collect the mud like nobody's business. So you hit them, you get mud on your face. Happened a few times to me. I actually didn't learn that lesson for a while. There I kill it. So there's John. Get going. Come on. That guy. Not sure. See him a couple more times. Not sure what I did there exactly, but you know what? Let's get going. Of course, doing that always kind of frustrates you, wears you out. Gets me out of my mindset. Goggles. Getting it together. Let's go. Flip another tree. Just getting frustrated. Downshift. Back to the goggles again. It's painful. Wipe it. How about writing? Get going. Here I am, just kind of following that guy up ahead of me, and he goes left here. The trail looks a little not so worn in, and I do not see any arrows in that direction. I going the right way? I think I said it out there out loud. Oh, finally an arrow. Cool. So yeah, that was a little interesting there. And then other areas just have arrows everywhere. So there, I'm still following that guy. This will be next year and years after. We'll have this race. There'll be ditches like that on the right there that John got stuck in. You know, they put trees and brush in there to try to stop the erosion and get that back to normal. We'll look forward to that in years to come. No, there wasn't too much of that though. Only 2 spots. And I just like this section of trail here. It's nice and flowy. Yeah, so the weather was about, what, 30, mid to high 30s maybe, and off and on rainy. Second lap was pretty much raining the whole time. Not real hard, but raining nonetheless. I'm going to tell you, I got cold. I got to work. I had a hard time moving. My reaction was slow, and I just slowed way down. So it ain't cold. But got through it. I actually did do the full 2 laps. So pretty excited. My goal for next year is just do it faster. You know, this is a test of endurance. It's honestly, I gotta say, it's less of head-to-head racing than more just man versus elements. For this race, 50 miles, a long way. And hey, if you beat people, more power to you. Good job. I'm still following that same guy and we're on this ATV trail. I'm like, oh, I should try to pass him on this trail. It's so wide. Gumption to do it. Yeah, but that guy does. Man, I didn't even realize right that close. I follow him and get around that guy. Like, come on, let's get going. I do like racing though. Racing's fun. Awesome. So here I'm just going along. Things are going pretty well. I think this may be the beginning of the end for Charlie. Everything's muddy now. My gloves are super muddy. My goggles actually weren't all that bad until I did this. Italy. And that guy that passed earlier when I followed that other guy around him. There he is yelling at me. Get out of the way. So I let him around. Still can't see. Don't ask me how I did that. No idea. Puddle really jumped out at me. Remember that stink squirted a bunch of mud at me too. So yeah, this is very well put together. I had a lot of fun. Once I got warmed up, wasn't able to watch the second race much, second moto, because I was still shivering away in my truck, heat on. But by the night race, man, I was golden. Dry clothes, I was warm, nice and toasty. Went out and watched some racing. It was awesome. There's some big names here. I would say, well, we already saw Nick Farringer. We saw Stuart Baylor, Jordan Ashburn. He actually ended up winning the whole thing today. Congratulations, Jordan. And then, shoot, you know, I'm still learning the names of all those awesome guys, but people from all over the country were out here racing. It was cool. Very cool. And then had some of the, like Brian Hensley, man, he did a bang up job today. And then Austin Butler, we saw him, he was here. And they raced the local circuits here around here in Missouri. So, you know, heck, they were right up there with the best of them. I think Ryan may have been third. Somebody else. Stay on the trail. Oh yeah, this was a fun trail though. Right, this hill there. I've been neat to do this and racing somebody. Look at all those little alternative lines going all over the place. Try to pass somebody. It'd be interesting. About. Alright, here's this little recently made grass track section here. I actually saw them making it a few weeks before. They're out there in the branches and whatnot. Got through there okay. It was a little slick. This creek, I was actually worried about this creek coming up more than I wanted it to on the second lap. It wasn't too bad. And I got John right on my tail, trying to get here through here without him passing me. So, if you've ridden here much, you know once you kind of get back on the west side of the creek and start heading south, you know where you're going. It's that big old wide rocky hill. You got this red clay up here to get through first. When it's dry, man, you can just fly through here. It's awesome. There's no real rocks right through here at all. And then with that slick, oh my goodness. Alright. There's that hill. I enjoy this hill. You kind of just get on it and just bounce up this hill. Rocky, rocky, rocky hill. Yeah! John giving the pass call like, well, I'm passing you. Yes, you are, John. Good job. There he is up there still. Getting through this grass. Short little grass. Oh, sorry, Spud. Did not mean to do that. Short little grass section here. And then right here, we'll see mile marker, what, 23? Yep, right, 23 right there. And this is the start of the toughest 2 miles of this whole track, if you ask me. I like how he puts it at the end of the lap. And, you know, oh, this little fun log crossing here. He designed it so you had to go around it. However, my second lap, I'm going to tell myself here. He designed it so you had to go over the log. But for my second lap, I went the long way around. Oh, and here's a fun little cross camber hill here. There's a bunch of roots at the top, and you're trying to go across the hill. Going up isn't all that simple either. I actually did a better job my second time getting up this hill than I did my first. You'll see. Too bad though.
Whoa. Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Between your greens?
What?
You like to go between the double green arrows?
No, this looks like should be an option.
Yeah, he was asking about the green arrows of the Steves. Yeah, you can go. Said, hey, go to the left too. That's actually what I did on my second lap. Went up to the left and around all these nasty roots here that have been all wiped clean. Alright. And you know what's after this? A VW. Well, yeah, the VW, but this last year, I don't know if you your fall raced it, well, if you raced it this year, you know. But we go down it. We don't go up it. I think it makes it a little less challenging, but it's nothing to really, you know, laugh at. Because if you start leaning over to your right, you might be taking a spill. Because this is a fairly steep hill, left to right. I get through it. No problems. Yeah, alright, good deal. Hard part done. Let's get going, Charlie. Here I am.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know. I don't even know. This is called getting cold. I think I started getting cold when I crossed that creek coming back. Look at that seat. Look at that seat. Oh. That was another thing too. My butt was just sliding. Sliding all over the place. Couldn't hardly keep my rear on the seat where I wanted it. Get my bike turned around. Yeah. I think it's raining now. I'm not too sure. But man, yeah, I started to get cold. Like I said, I mean, I can hardly move my hands. I'm actually trying to slow down a little bit. Probably could help myself by trying to eat a little more, take a break to eat some granola bars. I did pack some in my bag, but I didn't actually move them out. So, all lessons learned for next time. Fun hill. Second time around, that really licked me. Scott Hall, he was out here working the course. He helped me there. Bike back up and get me in the right direction. Give me a little pep talk. Thank you, Scott. This one here, though, also whipped my butt second time around. Well, I did try to pep talk myself, however. Well, my motivation was, you get up this hill, Charlie, that's the last hard hill you got to deal with. So, eventually I got up it. These guys were awesome. Helped me. They filled me up with gas. There's my gas jug down there. They filled me up, helped me wipe off my goggles.
How's that?
Better than it was.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you, right? Oh, sorry. Thank you.
You bet.
You guys staying warm?
Yeah, you?
No?
Yeah, after the race I said, hey, thank you very much for your help. He said, that's what we do. We're here for each other. And I think that's what's cool about this sport. We're all here for each other.
How'd you do?
I got 7th.
6.
I'm sorry, hold on. I got 7th.
6.
First lap went really well. I think I came through in 6th. And after that, man, I started getting real tired. It took me almost 3 hours to complete it. The third lap, it took 2 hours the first lap. Bike performed well. It's super muddy. This rain currently isn't helping. I'm freezing cold. So anyways.
Yeah, and so I stuck around for the Night Moto, and here's some clips for that. I do plan on putting a video together of the clips. So I think this is the leader. I don't know. It could have been Jordan Ashburn. I really honestly can't tell you for sure. But look at that. He just gets right up this. It's like, what rock? Here's some other guy later on. Oh, and he's like, oh yeah, that rock. Flipping his bike over. Anyways, so that's it. Yeah, thank you, Spud, everybody. Chili, you guys did awesome. I'm super excited for the next race here in it's 2 weeks at Reed Springs, Blue Holler. See y'all there. I'll see you next year at the 100 miler. Oh yeah, and here's Terry pulling people out. He had a busy night. Anyways, y'all have a great night. Take care.